Hello, I'm Steve with Kris Willis RV, and today we're going to go over the Wildwood Lodge. And I'm going to show you how everything works on it. Here we have two 30-pound propane tanks. This is your regulator. The pointer here goes to this tank. When that tank runs empty, you can turn it over to this tank, and then this tank will run while you're filling this tank. This is your battery. Underneath here is your battery disconnect. If you're going to store the trailer for a while, you want to turn that off and it will save your battery. So we'll come on around. Okay, these seals on the slide outs, they make a slide out rubber seal spray for that. You can do that about every 2 or 3 months just to help keep them soft. Here's your sewer vents. You have your gray here, your black here. Now this particular model does not have holding tanks on it. So you have to hook this to full hookup because it is a park model. This is for your washer machine. It has a washer and dryer hookup inside. You have storage here. This is your crank handle for your stabilizer jacks. Now when you use your stabilizer jack, it is just a stabilizer. It's not a jack. Once you get it all level, then you let your stabilizers down. Back here in the back, that on there, and you just crank them down. And crank it back up when you're done. Ready? I'll put this back in here. And here's your hose for your full hookup. A 50-ounce plug. Has a metal on the side here and metal here. They plug directly in. Then you tighten this ring up, it just screws on, tightens down. This is your cable and satellite hookup. If you have cable wherever you're at, you just run the cable to here. If you want to use satellite, you run it to this one. And we'll show you on the inside how to do that. This is your city water hookup. Just hook your water hose into here. And you'll have water to everything inside. This is your low point drain. You have one under here for winterization. Right here's one. And of course we have your steps here that fold up for the back door. Latch for your door. These are your outside speakers. You have 2 of them. You can play inside and outside or both. Plug in for outside if you want to sit outside and watch TV. Plug in here. Plug your cable into here. This is your heater. For winter time, you always want to make sure you don't block this with anything because it does get hot. They do make little covers to go over these that helps keep the dirt daubers out of them, and they are good to get. This is your hot water heater. This one has the anno rod in it. This little switch right here is electric. If you want to run it on electric, you just flip that switch on. Now this anno rod, you need to check it about once a year. Just pull it out, check it, see if it's eat up. If it is, you just replace the anno rod and go on. It also runs on propane, but your switch is inside for propane. Okay, this is your GFI. It's for your plug-ins. If you have some plug-ins that don't work, you want to go in and check this switch right here. Make sure you hit reset if they're not working. That's a safety feature. So now we'll come up. Okay, this is your control panel. You have a battery that shows all four of these, but it also shows black water, gray water, and galley tanks. This particular model is a park model, so it does not have tanks on it. But they use these panels in several different campers. That's the reason it's here. But discard the black tank and the gray tank and the fresh water because it does not have that. This is your water heater. If you want to use propane, just flip it on and it'll work propane. Now you can use the propane and electric at the same time if you want a faster recovery. If not, then you can leave it on electric and run it that way. This is your awning light. Turn it on outside. That's your awning light. These are the lights for your, it says outside speaker. This is your lights for the speakers. This is your ceiling light in here. This is your slide out button. Now these both slide outs work on the one button. One comes in and then the other one will come in. And one will go out and then the other one will go out. This white one is for your ceiling fan. This one way over here in the corner, this is for your awning. Run your awning in and out. Now, this right here is your dimmer switch or the light switch. As you can see, when I touch it, lights go off. Touch it, lights come on. If you hold the button while the lights are on, they will dim. And hold it again and they will come back bright. If you want it off, just touch it. Now when you come down here to this button, the ceiling light button, if you turn it off, the dimmer light does not work. You have to turn the ceiling lights on, then turn your dimmer light on. Alright, we'll go around this way. This is your TV, and there, under here is your satellite and your cable hookup. If you want to use cable, turn this light off. If you're hooked up to cable outside, this light must be off to pick up cable. If you want to use your antenna, turn this light on. And the best way I can tell you to remember that is when you see that, when you turn that light on, just use it as you're powering up the antenna. And then that way you can remember that that is for antenna. Your radio, push the button here. You also have a remote control that is over in the drawer by the stove. You have zone 1 and zone 2. Zone 1 is inside, zone 2 is outside. If you got both zones on, you'll have the speakers on the inside and outside playing. Then turn it off and it tells you goodbye. This is your fireplace. You turn it on. You can change your flames. Color. And it's on low now. And these do put out a lot of heat. Now back to your TV, when you get ready to use your TV, you have to go in and set your TV to antenna or cable, whichever one you're going to use. This couch here folds out. Lift up here, pull the legs out, pull it down, pull that down, and it makes a bed. Push it back up, pull your legs back in, cushions back up. And then we'll come on over here. Okay, this right here is your starter kit. You have a pressure regulator for the water hose. Put it on the faucet and then hook your hose to that. Then hook your hose to the other end of the hose to your RV. It's a 30 amp to 50 amp adapter. Now, if you got somewhere and you only have 30 amp, you plug your camper into the 50 amp and you can run. But with using this, you can only run one air. Starter kit, 25 foot of water hose, 10 foot of sewer hose with one connection on one end. Roll of toilet paper, 2 of the dissolvable pads that go in the toilet in the black tank, and you have a 110 adapter in there with a 30 amp on the back side of it. The 110 is for like a regular house plug-in. Back of it, you can plug this 30 amp and then plug your 50 into here. When you are using that, it is strictly just for lights or charging your battery. That's it. Running nothing else. Here you have your recliner. And a rocker. Right here is your button on this one. Pull it down, back in, or you can rock. This is the other couch. Does the same thing. Pull it off. Raises up, pull the legs out, comes down. These are your emergency windows. Pull the lever out, slide the window. Blinds, up, down. And this is another exit window here. Pull out, slide back. Another one here. And then table. And you have the tie downs for your chairs, so you can tie them down to keep them from going everywhere. These lights up here are manual. All of these are all manual lights. Now we'll go on back that way towards the bedroom. All right, in here you have the light over the bed. Just flip the little switch, the light comes on. Have your USB ports plug in, and your window back here, pull out, slide. Same thing on that side. Over here's your TV plug. If you want to watch TV in the bedroom, plug in here. Raise that up. Another window here. Pull that back down. Alright, right here, have lights. And this one is your light outside. This one is your slide for the bedroom. And then in here is a hookup for your washer and dryer. And then your closet. And then we'll go right on back this way. Go into the bathroom. It's your bathroom. Now, right back here behind me, this is the fan and the vent. You have to turn the fan on to open the vent. If your fan is off, the vent will not open or close. The fan has to be on till you get it closed back, then turn your fan off. These are your sliding shower doors. Here's a lock here, pushes back, raises up, the door slides. Anytime this camper is moving, this lock needs to be down and locked because that door can break. That's it in here. Okay, here's your vacuum. You raise up on this, raise down. You can sweep underneath here and it'll suck it up. You also have a vacuum hose. It goes here, which is underneath the bed. The hose is. Then you can also pull this out, and here's your bag behind it. Pantry. Okay, here's your remotes. The second one here controls the bedroom. Push it once and goes to high cool. It lights up. Low cool. Cool low auto. Cool high automatic. Or off. We'll go ahead and just turn it off. And these are your buttons for up and down. This one here is your main one in the kitchen here. It's on cool high, cool low auto, cool high auto, heat. This is the one that controls your heat. And then you go to off. And then your up and down arrows does your temperature. Then we'll go in here. Here's your refrigerator. There's your temperature control settings here. Just push that to how cold you want it. And then you have one up here in the freezer that just gives you about another knob to control your temperature in the freezer. Your stove. You want to make sure you raise this lid before you light it. You just turn it on. Click the burner and it lights. Your pilot, or the oven, you push it on pilot light right here, push and hold, and then click this until the pilot light lights down here. When the pilot light lights, let off of the thing and then turn it to what temperature you want. This one here is your light for the burners, and then the light for the oven are off. Let that back down. The microwave. And then these two switches right here, these control your lights underneath. And this one here controls the lights over the top of your slide out. Then you got your sink. Pull your knob back, push it hot, cold, turn it off. That's it. All right, thank you.